Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Wesley Vissers Raw here at the Vintage Genetics, where it is all about classic bodybuilding. We are a little bit over a month out from the Arnold Classic Ohio, and as you can see, I'm doing some cardio, so I'll keep this brief. Today is going to be a back day. And I'm going to show you exactly how I go about my back day, making sure to showcase the best possible V-taper and back thickness and everything needed to create that incredible back to one day become the best in classic physique. At least that's my ultimate goal, of course. But I do think the Arnold Classic is going to be a special one because Arnold Schwarzenegger's competition is just a little bit different from the Mr. Olympia, in my opinion, in terms of maybe the judging a little bit. And, once I've done my routine and Arnold will see it, possibly they'll have some kind of, effect on the end score. Anyway, I'm doing this cardio around 30 minutes on this bike. And everybody asked me what this bike is. I have no idea. I got it from the Lidl or the Aldi, if you guys know that. Active Touch, it says here. So I'm not sure, but I've had this for many years now. So let's just keep going. Already gave the kids their breakfast. Already had a liter of water with Meta X, which is a fat burner or a metabolic enhancer. We've got some base powder, which contains a minerals, and also some glutamine. So that's it. And now let's keep going. Alrighty, here we are again, downstairs, done with the cardio, and of course now it's time for the victory breakfast, which always is my pre-workout before working the back today. Let me show you. As you can see, this is the rice flour. On the bottom, 90 grams, 250 grams of fruits, frozen fruits. These are blueberries and strawberries. And on top, of course, the delicious designer whey protein, 60 grams. Of niet extra. They always like to talk when I talk. They're professionals at that one. Well, just took a 25-minute walk with the children and the dog. And now it's time to go to the gym, but as you can see, I'm still gonna wait for the car to warm up a little bit. So yeah, and then we're gonna do a coaching check-in with somebody who I still coach face-to-face. Only a few people left. Mostly do all the online coaching at vintagegenetics.com, of course, but some local people I like to coach face-to-face. But yeah, now it's time to drive to the gym. Alrighty guys, we are now at the gym. Just had a face-to-face coaching talk, and by the way, that over there is my subscriber count from my Dutch channel, Wesley Vissers NL, which I of course want to increase in subscriber count. So if you guys want to head over there, all videos will be subtitled with English subtitles, of course. So on that channel I'll post different kind of videos, but for now these raw videos will stay on this channel. And thank you so much for the feedback and the comments on the last video. I really appreciate it. Just had my pre-workout, and let me show you which one that is. So just had some Crank Pump Pro and also some Crank. And the Pump Pro obviously stands for a better pump, better blood flow in the muscle. And I always believe the better the pump is and the better blood flow is gonna go to the muscle, the more results you will get, because more blood flow, more nutrients to the muscle, more swelling of the muscle cell, aka more signal to give to the muscle for growth. So yeah, also already made my intra-workout shake, which is always some collagen peptides. I've been feeling my hamstring tendon a little bit, where it attaches to the hip bone. So not to the knee, because when I'm doing laying leg curls, I can do those no problem, but Romanian deadlifts, mission impossible. So the right hamstring is pretty much messed up since last year, September. But yeah, I've been doing so many competitions. It's been hard to recover because I've been in a caloric deficit for most of that time. So I'm already doing the stretching, the foam rolling. It's getting better, but it's not where it needs to be. So every time I work out, I put in collagen peptides to make sure I deliver the raw material to fix all of those joints, tendons and ligaments in my body. Also put in some Himalayan pink salt for the extra pump. And now it is time to go work out. Right, this was one of the warm-up sets for the first movement. One back workout I focus on the back thickness first, and now I focus on the lats first. So as you can see, when I'm putting down, I pull my elbows close to the body, contract the lats without pulling back the shoulder blades, because that's another function which has nothing to do with the lats. So that's how you can distinguish whether you're doing a lat exercise or an upper trap rhomboid movement. The last one requires shoulder blade retraction, and if you want to target the lats, you simply keep your elbows close to your body and contract the living hell out of those lats. Anyway, let's go to one more warm-up and then to the working set. I'm also not going to complete failure, especially during the prep. If you go to failure, it'll cause a lot of fatigue, and fatigue will not allow you to recover and get stronger, or at least keep your strength, because I'm in a caloric deficit, burning calories, so you can't really go to failure all the time because you need more energy to recover from those kind of sets. So I'm staying 1 to 2 reps away from failure, still get a muscle stimulus for muscle retention, and then not mess up my fatigue too much, so I can actually retain all the muscle until the last day of the prep. Then we're also, of course, walking in between sets, just like last time, to ensure we get the steps in, at least 11K a day. So you might as well walk in between sets to ensure you get those extra steps in without taking any time away from your day, because I'll be here 1.5 hours anyway. So why not just walk while I'm in the gym? So I always think about it as well. My heart rate is elevated, so every step I take goes faster towards fat burning too. So it's a double benefit. Alright, I'm gonna go with a bit lighter weight now to ensure I keep hitting a good rep range. Oh man. That's it for this movement. The last set number 4, was around 12 to 13 reps, which is what I like to end on, up until 15 reps. Not too heavy, because you want to keep the quality of the reps high, and also the repetitions high enough to accumulate volume. So not going too heavy, too much mechanical tension also in the joints. It's not what I want. Anyway, let's go on to the next movement. All right, next movement is going to be at the exact same station, except I put the seat just a bit lower, allowing myself to be positioned lower, because now we're going to do a chest supported row for the back thickness, which to create the optimal line of force needs to be a bit lower, but you will see that right now. Yeah, this one is far different, a lot different from the previous one. Here, you could see I really retracted the shoulder blades, allowing for the traps to work and not the lats. So the previous movement, even though it was the exact same station with the exact same grip, I made the grip wider, put the seat lower, and you change the whole movement just like that. And also, no warm-up is needed for the second movement because I'm already warmed up by the first movement, so that saves a lot of time. I used to warm up everything, because back in the day I did everything 10 reps, from the lowest weight to the highest weight, and then once I couldn't do 6 reps anymore, that was my working set, and I stopped the movement. But right now, I'm doing it a bit more intelligently, more efficiently, and effectively by only doing warm-ups when I'm not warmed up. And when I'm doing the warm-ups, I progressively go down in reps as I go up in weight to preserve as much energy as possible for the actual working sets themselves. A few more laps around the gym, and we're ready for working set number 2. All right, working set number 2. Less weight this time to ensure quality sets. What? Oh. Kaboom. Last one, guys, on this one. Let's make it count. Okay. That's it for this one. Let's move on to the next. So now we've done 2 movements with the chest support, but the problem is if you do everything with the chest support, yes, you can get a better focus and contraction and isolation of the back, of the part of the back is trying to work. But if you want to work the whole back, including the erector muscles around the spine, you need something without a chest support. So I'm going to go with a seated row, the old school seated row with more of a narrow grip, allow my elbows to stay closer to the body. We don't need a contraction with the shoulder blades retracting. We only need a contraction of the lower back and the erector muscles. And I think the narrow grip seated row works very well for that goal. So let's do this. Oh, this one, if you do it correctly and not swaying back and forth too much, it's very heavy, because it then truly isolates that lower part of the back. And yeah, the contraction is real with this one, guys. So I only did around 10 reps here, so I'm gonna move to a lighter weight to allow for around 12 plus reps to be done on this one. Oh man, one more set and then we're done with the true back compounds. Let's go. Whoa. Oh yeah. Empty, empty, empty. Let's go for a pullover. All right, next one is going to be a pullover with a bar. I think this is great for the lat development, both the stretch and the contraction. And I'm right now checking my logbook to see how much I did last time. I think that is very underrated, because this is the only way to truly gauge your strength maintenance, and strength maintenance pretty much equals muscle maintenance, which is what you need during prep. So it's 71 kilos last time for around 14 reps. Let's try to mimic that right now. Alright, that was more than 14 reps, which is good, which means I beat my logbook, which means progress is still being made. So then I log that lift, so I know for next time I need to at least do what I just did. Now we're going to have 2 minutes rest. I'm going to do 2 more sets of this. It's an isolation movement, but great for finishing off the lats
in a great way. And as you can see, I swing upwards a little bit to maximize the stretch. And when I'm going down, I make sure the bar hits my body to maximize the contraction in that part. Let's walk around the gym and do another one. Hopefully the camera caught that right. Happy with the fullness still, the conditioning. We are around 1.3 kilos away from the weight limit, but I want to go even lower than that, of course, to truly show those extreme striations with the fullness I still have. Once I can get into a full contraction, that's the end of the set. 2 minutes rest done. Let's go. That's it. Now it's time for the rear delts and the biceps. So the rear delts, I didn't do these quite a lot a year ago or so, and they were actually a weak point. Well, not never a weak point, but they actually shrank a little bit compared to being a very strong point before. But who doesn't like some good rear delts? So let's keep doing them. Not a lot of volume, maybe 1 or 2 sets, but if I don't skip them, they will remain strong. Always high volume though. Let's go for a myo-rep set, which means rest pause until the lactic acid is gone. Wait a little bit. I mean the lactate, I think, is gone. And when you feel fresh again, you go again. Ooh. Ooh. One more. Oh. All right, that's it. Because my right bicep used to be a little inflamed, the tendon. And since I've been doing specialized movements like this, where I put all the tension on the stretch and almost none here on the contraction, as you can see, there's no tension here. I could really isolate the part of the bicep that didn't hurt, which was the stretch part, and the contraction part did. And since I've been doing this one as the main movement, it's pretty much healed my bicep almost fully, the bicep tendon, allowing me to really go heavy again and all out. Because who likes to train around an injury? No one. Let's go ahead for the next one. This was 20 plus reps. Let's stick around 15. Whoa. Okay. Now even the right one is stronger than the left. That's how fast it can go. Good bicep pump. 2 more of this, or 1 more. All right. Time for the abdominals. I'm gonna do it in a lat pull down station with this narrow grip. As you will see, it will look natural. It will look nice to do, but it's very heavy as well. But never skip the abs, guys. At least 3 full sets of heavy but controlled cable crunches. And all of a sudden, the energy, is gone. I'm gonna 2 more sets here, so I'm gonna lighten the weight a little bit to be able to keep doing enough reps here. All right, at the beginning, I talked to you guys about a little bit that my hamstring was messed up, which is why I take collagen peptides intra-workout, and every workout, after the workout, I like to do some hamstring stretching, just to ensure it's flexible, because it's not flexible at all right now. The funny thing is, the left side I can fully stretch, but the right side I can't, which is something I need to obviously work on. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And I'm going to show you a very simple stretch of the glutes and the hamstrings that I like to do every single day, multiple times a day. But at least post-workout, I do that all the time. All right, next up is, after the hamstring stretch, we're doing an inversion table. Not too long, for about a minute or so, but it's literally just hang upside down, decompress the spine. So I like to do this after every leg workout and back workout. And also, in the back of my mind, I know they will be averaging out 3 height measurements, which is still to be determined when that's going to start, at IFBB Pro competitions, and that will be your height forever. So for you guys who may not know, if I'm half a centimeter taller, which is 190 centimeters or 6'3", I'm allowed to weigh 3.4 kilos or 3.2 kilos heavier, which is around 8 pounds more. And if that's going to be the case for the rest of my bodybuilding career, yes, I'm going to try everything in my power to get to that height. And I've been measured at that height a couple of times, and it's also my passport, and it's what I am in the morning right when I get out of bed. So there's a possibility that I can really achieve this height. And for people in the middle of the height class, don't even try this, but when you're very close to the next height increment, definitely do your best to make that height. Anyway, let's do this. Alrighty guys, I am now done with the workout. I actually did in total 3 of those ab sets, and then alternatingly, kind of like a superset, I did alternating dumbbell curls before I actually did the stretches. But you know, I wasn't sure my camera could hold up with the battery, and it wasn't making the workout footage any shorter. So here we are, back in the office upstairs to get in the post-workout victory meal, which is right here. So this is the exact same as in the morning, except a little bit more rice flour. So instead of 90 grams, we have 120 grams of rice flour, so 30 grams more in the morning. I went down from 100 and 130 morning and post-workout to now 90 and 120. I keep reducing the carbs a little bit to get leaner and leaner, but as you can see from the footage in this video, luckily the leanness is pretty much it's going quite well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how everything is going, and it's going to be very exciting. A little bit over a month before we're going to do the Arnold Classic, and then 2 weeks after that, that medal is from the Arnold Classic UK, which is what I'll do, and maybe even more Arnold Classics coming up, but we will see about that later. Anyway, let's enjoy this beautiful post-workout meal, which, by the way, contains the rice flour and the the fruits containing carbohydrates to fill back up the glycogen stores, which will recover my muscles quicker for the next workout, and also an essential protein source, which is the designer whey, and also a vegan protein, which is mixed through the rice flour to make it a bit thicker, but it contains multiple sources to make it a complete amino acid profile. All these amino acids are in there, combined with the whey drip on top, of course, to make sure I retain all the muscle to give an anabolic signaling boost for muscle retention. Anyway, let's enjoy. Oh yes, also going under the tanning bed once a week until the Arnold Classic to get a nice natural tan beneath the spray tan to ensure it looks more natural, looks better. I feel better with it, and it's just I don't know, a better look, just like they had in the 70s, where they actually went outside on the beach to get the tan. In the Netherlands it's kind of impossible, so I'm gonna do it here. Alright, we are back home now, and it's now time for the meal after the post-workout meal, which I like to call a post-workout meal, because this is the only meal left containing carbs of today. So this is the protein and vegetable source, 300 grams of a vegetable mixture, as you can see, carrots, zucchini, eggplant, mushrooms and bell pepper, and some chicken. I buy this chicken frozen, then simply defrost it by grilling it, baking it in the pan with cooking spray. And this is the carbohydrate source, kind of a mixture between sweet potato puree and a bit of broccoli puree, which I still have left to create some more volume. So this is only 200 grams of sweet potato, 100 grams of broccoli. And here we are finishing off a nice beef patty, zero fat, basically a tartare patty, I think it's called, to finish off the protein count for this meal. Alright, after dinner I like to walk outside to get the meal down and to have this be part of my 11k steps a day. I'm not watching the camera right now because the flash is quite bright, but yeah, just walking the dog regardless of the weather, whether it's raining, snowing, cold, hot. I always like to go outside a couple of times a day at least, for sure in the morning. But also after dinner is very nice. So let's just finish this 20-minute walk and yeah, relax. Alrighty, so again, not looking in the camera, but just went into the shower, and now I'm gonna do some treadmill walking to finish the steps. I normally walk faster than this, but if I do this recording like this, I'm gonna fall off of this thing if I go too quickly. But anyway, this is the Drever treadmill. It is very small, as you can see, and you can very easily put this away under the couch, for example. It has a remote control, so you can put it on or faster or slower, and you can see how fast you're going. But I always use this to finish the steps, like when I'm wearing a bathrobe or something, when I don't feel like going outside anymore, or when it's snowing or raining super hard outside. That's when I don't go outside and I just use this treadmill. As you can see, you can easily let it go faster. This is usually the speed I go at for around 10 minutes, and then I will have finished the steps for today, which is pretty awesome. And you can get this at drever.nl with code Wesley for a discount, as I've been using this for quite a while now. And you know, I have a collaboration with them now because I'm very happy about this purchase. And I'm recommending it to everybody who especially live in a country with horrible weather and you just want to finish your steps, but you don't want to go outside. And sometimes you don't finish your steps because of the weather or because you need to get dressed up all the way and you don't feel like it. So just putting this thing up and just getting your steps in like this is a way better investment in your health and, you know, quality of life ultimately than not getting this thing. So link down below. Already, of course, wearing the blue light blocking glasses, as you already saw, to protect my brain from all the blue light. You can see that reflecting off of there. The less blue light goes into your eyes, into your brain, the more your brain can actually get ready to go to sleep. And one big part of that is melatonin production, but I actually take melatonin separately as well.
through this sleep night spray actually, as you can see. This each spray has 0.5 milligram of melatonin, and I take at least 15 of those sprays to get enough of that molecule in my system. It's also a brain antioxidant, so it's also healthy for the brain, and we bodybuilders, we need all the antioxidant and anti-inflammation stuff we can get. And it's time for the last meal of the day as well, so let me show you that. So I'm actually doubling up on a meal because I've only had 4 meals today. The meal before this was just chicken and vegetables, literally just a salad. And now it's time for a meal with a bit more protein and a bit more fat as well. So this is an omelette, as you can see, with some leek, some spring onion, some sockeye salmon, which is fat-free basically, and 3 whole eggs. Here we have 2 white fishes. No, they are not that big, so not a lot of protein in there, but it's still another protein source. But this is also a protein source. Chicken, tender, how do you call that? A tender chicken breast, or I don't know what you call it, but in Dutch it's like a tender piece of chicken, and it's a little bit marinated, but it's pretty fat-free as well. This is from the butcher. They put as little fat on there as possible with just a little bit of marination, some spices and herbs. Normally I would put a little cheese on here, which is called 20+ cheese in the Netherlands, which means it's very low in fat, so it's mostly protein, but the fats in the cheese that I now removed are compensated for the fats. There's a little bit in here, and in this crock pot is some asparagus and some mushrooms. So that's it, guys. Thank you a whole lot for watching this raw video. Try to upload every single week to this channel for sure, and maybe more quality footage is coming to you guys. And thanks again for the feedback on the last video. Let me know what you think about this one, and of course don't forget to stay golden.